home of the National Football League, the National Hockey League, the National Basketball Association, and Major League Baseball. You're watching a SpinoKing Sports presentation. Welcome live to historic Lambeau Field. It is sunny but freezing in Green Bay as the annual battle continues between the NFC leading Chicago Bears and their longtime rivals, the Green Bay Packers.
Football on the horizon and a great place for it. Welcome to historic Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North. It's the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. Josh Blackwell to return it. This makes it up to the 25. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession.
Here's the Bears offense, starting with Caleb Williams, their captain. And look what he's been doing throughout November. He's been improving all season. Ozzie Trapillo, the rookie tackle, making his third start today. Joe Tooney is next, then Drew Dahlman in the middle. Jonah Jackson guarding, Darnell Wright tackling. DeAndre Swift is the halfback. The trios are DJ Moore, Luther Burden, and Olamide Zaccheaus. Their tight end, Cole Kmet.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Williams starting with a pass here. And is a catch for Luther Burden. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
And here are the Packers defensively. Rashawn Gary, Colby Wooden, Carl Brooks, and Micah Parsons. Isaiah McDuffie, Quay Walker, and Edrin Cooper, the three linebackers. Their D-backs, Keyshawn Nixon, Xavier McKinney, Evan Williams, and Carrington Valentine.
Williams on the play action. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's more of the catch out left. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Santos' kick is good, and they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season you won't. In that case, well, it went right through.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. Showing a little burst so far. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
And introducing the Packers starting offense, Jordan Love, with 4 passing touchdowns versus the Lions on Thanksgiving Day. Their starting O-line, same as last week. Rasheed Walker, Aaron Banks, Sean Ryan, Jordan Morgan, and Zach Tom. The back end receivers, Josh Jacobs in the backfield. The wideouts, Romeo Doubs, Dontavian Wicks with 2 touchdowns last week, and Christian Watson. Luke Musgrave, the tight end.
What's cool about Jordan's story too, Kate, is he's officially moved beyond the story of how his career began, of sitting and waiting for his opportunity to shine. Now we just get to celebrate all these shining moments, showing off the talent that he's got.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Defensively for Chicago, Montez Sweat, Jervon Dexter, Andrew Billings, and Amik Robinson. Their linebackers, Noah Sewell, TJ Edwards, and DeMarco Jackson. Now the secondary, Jalen Johnson, Kevin Byard, Jaquan Brisker, and Kyler Gordon.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They stick with Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
That's a gain of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Love on 3rd and short. Caught, nice gain left side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. On now is McManus to kick this away. Devin Duvernay to return it. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Going play action. Williams. He puts a Mayer under it deep down the middle. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Packers return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Love from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical, and that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Gets this one to Wicks. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Love out of the shotgun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bears are brought to a halt at the 10. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Working from the gun, Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now bring the tight end in motion. First down, Williams. Got a man, it's Colston Loveland. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, He's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Andrew Cooper there to make the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Again, it's Williams. Pass complete. That's Devin Duvernay. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down Bears.
First and 10 at the 29.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Swift gets it, going left. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Williams from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Santos' kick is good. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Brooks now on the return. Shoves one away. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Packers all set to get back out there. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Play action. Love. Able to find Wicks here. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop 1.
Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Handoff running right. Jacobs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun Shotgun now for Love. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Bears bringing out an extra DB here, third down. To the air with Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. So after the play, trainers headed out. A member of the Bears out there in some discomfort. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Jacobs running behind center. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. 7-6 is our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this.
You're watching SpinoKing NFL Sunday. SpinoKing NFL Sunday, presented by Madden NFL 26 by EA Sports. Now available, rated E for everyone. By Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs, save more lives. Inspired by Fox NFL Sunday. Same game with a new attitude since 1994. Welcome back to Lambeau in Green Bay. 7-6 is the score. Packers lead. And the NFC files with the playoff picture. The 4 division leaders, Bears, Rams, Eagles, and Bucks. Seahawks, Green Bay, and the Niners on the wild card list. The Lions and Panthers both won a game. Cowboys lost to Detroit. All 3 teams, of course, need help from others. Cardinals, Saints, and Giants are out of the race.
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. He'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Going run again with Jacobs. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
And the Packers, first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Makes the catch. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grow the lead to 7. Christian Watson with the touchdown. All right, so this solid first half continues for Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers grow their lead to 8.
14, Bears 6.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And he's going to be stopped after about a 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
First down. Here's Swift. Escapes a defender. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Going to run again with Swift. Breaks free in the center of the field. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bears.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
They're going to run here. Kyle Manunga. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 7 yards on that pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They are on the counter with Swift. Jukes away from one. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
1st and goal, Swift. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Again, it's going to be Swift. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
This needs to find the end zone, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Williams to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
For the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And that gets him back within 5.
The score, Packers
Give him the first
14,
half trifecta. He's 3
9.
for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Has this at the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Hand off to Jacobs to start the drive. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
Love looking to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To the ground, it's Monangai. Finds a small seam, that's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Nickel look by the Packers on 3rd down. Williams will look to throw. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. The motion a tight end left. Williams on first down. That's more of the catch out left. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Williams set to pass. Got his target, Zacchaeus. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing games.
First down, Bears.
So first down from the 41. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they get this down to the 28. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More football from the frozen tundra of Lambeau coming up. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Pinned off running right. Here's Swift. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Komet brings it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
All right, they need 7 here on third down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Williams hit, and that ball's out. But it appears that the Bears were able to get their paws on that one, so they're keeping the football. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. On fourth down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Keyshawn Nixon returning this for the Packers. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Love from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Kyler Gordon. And it's a house call. Pick 6. Touchdown, Chicago. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes, and if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Bears take a slim 2-point lead.
Packers 14.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Packers offense headed out late in the half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. And it is enough time to put something together. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Love back to it after the pick. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
A gain of 10 yards.
Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second.
First down.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Love out of the shotgun. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
4 yards.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Love now to throw. Finds the in route, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Now it's Brandon McManus to attempt this Packers field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
That field goal, to me, it's all about optics. Down by a little or up by a little. And either way, Kate, well, they know they got to raise their game in the second half.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw it. Oh, he put some air under this one, right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Here's a new question for Spino's NFL Trivia. Who are the only two Hall of Famers to play for both Chicago and Green Bay? The answer will be shown later on.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fields this one at the 3. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Here's the Packer offense headed out to start the third quarter. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll give the Packers the first.
And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
He's across midfield.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Love to throw. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They've got first down here from the 36. Love. Right back to Watson. This is Kupp. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Here's Love. Setting up the screen. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Love to throw again. Hits his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's going to work it to the 20. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They stick with Jacobs. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Motioning Watson left. They'll run. Jacobs. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Shotgun now for Love. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. A should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers grow their lead to 8.
24, Bears 16.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
That's good for a Bears.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
10 at the 41-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Staying grounded with Swift. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Williams from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Pass brought in by Burton. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
1st down, they're sticking with Swift. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Running behind center with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He was brought down at the
Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Brings up 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Williams. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win. They can't blame him for the deficit. He's been doing all he can to kick them into contention. That's now his 4th field goal. And all those kicks he's made are part of why the lead is still close.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive.
Let's resume our NFL trivia. Who are the only 2 Hall of Famers to play for both Chicago and Green Bay? And here's the answer. Steve McMichael and Julius Peppers. Both were inducted into the Hall of Fame last year. Mr. McMichael sadly passed away in April of this year, but he'll always be remembered as a key member of the 1985 Chicago Bears' powerful defense.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
There's corners in this league that really love to cover. There's corners in this league that really love to hit. Corners that can do both, those are the guys that make themselves some serious money.
Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing, it's Love. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Love now. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
The Packers send out their punting unit. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. It's a design boot. Dump off caught by his back. And this one does not go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down! And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Love looking to pass. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other and give him a chance to make a play.
And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
So we're through 3 here. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close.
SpinoKing NFL Sunday, presented by Madden NFL 26 by EA Sports. Available now, rated E for everyone. By 7-Eleven, take it to 11. Inspired by Fox NFL Sunday. Same game with a new attitude since 1994.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Now Love on the play fake. Man downfield, he's got it. That's Dobbs. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone.
It's a gain of
Give him 25 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
1st down throw. Here's Love. Now he takes it, and this one doesn't go far.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on third down. Has his man, it stops. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Jacobs again. And he is in this time. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
McManus on for the extra point. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Packers push the lead up to 12.
Packers 31, Bears 19.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here come the Bears back out on offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. To throw is Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on second. Williams will look to throw. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Here he goes, third and long. Komet's got it, left side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that third down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
They'll bring out the punter here. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. New set of downs for him from the 31. Running on first here with Jacobs. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 33-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. To the air with Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Love out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. Pulled in at the 20. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bears about set for their next possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. 1st down. Here's Swift. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
The Bears ball carrier, Micah Parsons on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Williams to throw. This is Loveland working the right side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Williams from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Williams on the play action. Throw right side hauled in by Komet. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Williams with a quick pass out wide. Past the 20! And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Working inside the red zone. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
15-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Working from the gun, Williams. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Down in the fourth, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Packers getting set here. First and 10. Hand off to Jacobs to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Love from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. He's going to go out of bounds up past the 15.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Throwing his Love on third. He's got it deep downfield. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And also right here, just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Going run again with Jacobs. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. The Bears decide to call their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Third and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Punting unit out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out about the 15-yard line. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Now Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Bears down by 12. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Complete right side, Burden has it. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left and that clock winding down. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Ranging near a minute to play. 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Now to throw. Throwing this one back at the end zone. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. That's going to bring up 4th down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. So this is a Packers win. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.
Home of the National Football League, the National Hockey League, the National Basketball Association, and Major League Baseball. You've been watching a SpinoKing Sports presentation.